Amazing awards, playing Poe, and tiny tales. All this and more as the Stafford Weekly News starts now. Welcome to the Friday, December 6th edition of the Stafford Weekly News. I'm Randall Williams. Stafford's Fire Marshal Office recently received a prestigious award. Here's that story.
The City of Stafford Fire Marshal's Office received the 2024 Achievement of Excellence Silver Award, which recognizes and celebrates contributions and achievements of individuals within the fire marshaling community. We recently visited Division Chief Fire Marshal John Lopez to get some insight.
The Texas Fire Marshals Association started the Achievement of Excellence Award since 2012. So the award is graded on the following categories. It's going to be authority, the organization, as well as having an ethics policy, fire life safety programs, performance metrics and CQI programs, web-based communication, automation, certification, education, development for the personnel that's in the Fire Marshal's Office, professional organizations that we're affiliated with, such as active in legislative representation as far as being a committee member for the association, fire prevention legislation or ordinances that are in place for the City of Stafford, which there is through an adopted fire code. And then if we're also a part of any type of task force or are there any type of programs, not only for ourselves, but through the region and the state.
With only a limited number of previous recipients of this award, this is a very prestigious accomplishment that recognizes the hard work and dedication of your team. Tell us a little bit about them, please.
So in Texas, there's 1,221 active municipalities, and only 17 municipalities in the state of Texas have ever been awarded this type of an award through the Texas Fire Marshals Association.
Tell us a little bit about the process of submitting for this award.
It was very time consuming. I knew that I had to submit everything to the award committee by June, and it took weeks of collecting because it had to be submitted electronically, so everything had to be uploaded and saved in a PDF format. And with all the categories that were listed, it's a lot of documentation, a lot of records from previous years to show, at least from the past 3 years, to show what we've done as far as the data, which we had.
First time submitting for consideration and winning is impressive. Where do you go from here?
Every year there's agencies that put in for it, and our score, we were told that we were 10 points shy from gold. So being the first time that we've ever applied for this type of award, we have now a target to achieve for next year, so that way we can get awarded gold.
As we like to say around here, teamwork makes the dream work. So tell us a little bit about your team of dedicated professionals.
As big as the industry is, with fire marshals' offices, a lot of them know where Stafford is and what Stafford has as far as the personnel that's here. I like to think that we do have a great team, and it's something that I want to continue to expand over my time here in this office. I definitely want to be the organization that leads by an example.
Stafford is a smaller, more tight-knit community. Do you feel like that is a benefit when it comes to coordinated efforts within the city?
Yes, it definitely takes it. It takes more than just this office when it comes to what we do. We have a lot of involvement with all of the departments in the city as a whole, as well as the business community. I know that whenever I got back into this office back in 2009, the culture that was in the business community and what was expected from this office, the dynamics definitely have changed in a great way for the overall safety, fire safety for our community.
Well, you started very young and have dedicated your professional life to public service. We thank you and congratulate you and your team for this well-deserved award. Is there anything you'd like to say to those watching?
No, I'm truly blessed to be able to be selected and appointed to be in this position that I am. I feel like everything that I've want to provide for Stafford now is at the tip of my fingers, and I want to continue to show the city that we do and we can make a difference for our community that we're very passionate about. And if it wasn't for their support and everybody else, not only in this office, but all the departments that we deal with all the time and their support, we wouldn't be successful without everybody else. So thank you.
You may have noticed some major activity at the former Texas Instruments building lately, and here's why.
We're here to discuss the Texas Instruments building here in Stafford, Texas. Texas Instruments came to the city in, I believe, the late to mid-60s. Texas Instruments, a nationally known company, helped put Stafford on the map. If you were around the state or Houston, people asked where you were from, you said Stafford, but if you said the Texas Instruments building is in Stafford, they knew where we were at. Texas Instruments brought many jobs to the city and was very supportive of the city for many years. We were saddened when the decision was made to close that facility and relocate their building to Sugar Land. Their production was ceased at that location, and the Sugar Land building was more of research, we believe. We were very saddened to see them go. They provided many jobs for this city, and many residents worked there, and people from around the Houston area came into our city, which benefited the city. The entire 192 acres of Texas Instruments was sold to a company by the name of Street Level. Street Level came to the city with two options. They either wanted to put office buildings there that would not generate sales tax for the city. Option B would be the city would bring incentives to that project to make it feasible to put quality of life and sales tax revenue generating buildings there. The term used was we wanted to be a destination. The COVID pandemic put them behind schedule. They have created many restaurants and have started on their path, and we've been delighted with what they've accomplished so far. Recently at a past meeting, we were asked, what are you going to do with the existing building? Because it had become desolate and almost an eyesore. They stated, we're doing research to look at the feasibility of demolishing the building and putting something else there. It appears now with that past activity in the past week or two that they are demolishing the building, which is going to free up a lot of land space. Right now, we are waiting to hear from Street Level as to what their plans are to put on that property. Street Level sells portions of the property to various businesses to put their business there. We are hoping that the facilities going in there will be sales tax revenue generating and facilities that will enhance the quality of life for our citizens and draw people into the city that would not normally shop or eat in our city.
First Street Park just got a major upgrade, and here's that story.
I'm the chairman of the Parks Committee, and on behalf of the Parks Committee, I want to thank you. We just replaced our flag at First Street Park on our monument, and thanks to the donation of the Knights of Columbus, we were able to replace our old tattered flag and replace it with a brand new flag on Veterans Day. And once again, this is just to honor those that served, and thanks especially to the Stafford JROTC who helped us hoist the new flag up. It shows that it's a culmination of honoring those from the past, celebrating those of today, and then championing those of the future. And once again, it's just an honor and privilege to be able to do this for Veterans Day. Thank you.
So just give me a chance, look into my eyes.
So this is Clinton Nonsa with the Knights of Columbus, Monsignor George A. Wilhelm Assembly. I'm the Faithful Navigator. We were proud to have an opportunity to participate in the Veterans Day celebrations today. As one of the oldest patriotic organizations in the Houston area, we had donated the flag for the Veterans Monument last year. Unfortunately, no flag is hurricane proof, so it got a little bit damaged during Hurricane Beryl, but we were proud to replace that flag today. I was personally on hand overseeing the setup of the new flag. It was an honor and a privilege to hand it over to our Stafford JROTC and to see them pop the flag, fold it, present it, do everything that they needed to do and really carry on the traditions of proper flag code, proper presentation, in honor of our veterans, in honor of everything that we have going on in the city of Stafford. We are very proud, we are very patriotic people, and I'm glad that we had a small part to play in all of the ceremony.
Don't know if I can get through to you. Your eyes keep wandering away. If you made up your mind to leave this behind, then I can't force you to stay. If my eyes can't convince you that I'm still in love since you first took my hand on that sweet summer night, and if your heart can't trust me, then I say this must be the start of us saying goodbye. If my eyes can't convince you that I'm still in love since you first took my hand on that sweet summer night, and if your heart can't trust me, then I say this must be the start of us saying goodbye.
Heart attack, next.
In Stafford, diversity is not just a number, it's who we are.
When you are here, you become part of the story.
You can sleep well knowing we're always on the job and looking out for you.
It's a great place for growth and opportunity.
Tradition starts here.
We teach your children and we stick around for your grandchildren.
We are one. We are Stafford.
This is the city of Stafford, and we are one.
Halloween is over, but not according to HCC Stafford's drama department. So it's dark and mysterious and more than a little creepy, but what do you expect? It's Edgar Allan Poe in a new staging at HCC's Stafford campus.
Oh, I've loved Poe since I can remember. But a student of mine, Ebony, when I asked in the spring what the kids wanted in their fall production, she said horror. So over the summer, I read a whole bunch of horror plays, and some of them either weren't appropriate or there was some kind of element in it that was either not right or I didn't think our stage was right for it. There was something wrong with each one of them. And then I just happened to see a book I had of his work, and I thought, I wonder if there's some plays out there of his work, and there are. But I couldn't find any that weren't musicals or or just one story. I kind of wanted a little bit of each. So I said, I'm gonna try, since I had written the play in the spring, I decided I would try to write one.
My dream is to become a theater teacher, mostly because prior to coming to HCC, I was a teacher. And like I said, I've always loved theater, and it's like the best of both worlds. I get to combine the two. In order to like really hammer it in and like understand it, I would have to be in like more stage productions, you know, and just building up that resume, building up that experience so that I can pass that knowledge on to other people. And this show in particular is completely out of my comfort zone. Most of the time I am cast in comedy. So this is the opposite, even though it is a dream of mine. Because I've always wanted to do horror or thrillers. So this was a great experience for me, and I believe that I can pass that on to a younger generation.
I did theater in high school, and it always seemed like a hobby to me back then because it was like underfunded, so there was not a lot of collaboration going on. But coming here to HTC and having all the like professors talk about their experience in the theater world kind of helped me like get interested. And all my professors, including the late Mr. Flanagan, he pushed me to join, and I auditioned, and seeing everything just come together was pretty cool in my opinion, and I was just interested since then.
The most challenging part, I think, is I learned a lot how to actually read what I'm reading, like read the script and understand what I'm saying and saying it and making sure I have an intention behind it. I think when you're telling a story, or as an actor, you should know what you're saying behind those lines, and they have to mean everything to you. So that was one of the hard parts, especially how you express it too, and how you deliver your lines. I think Ms. Snyder really helped me out on that. And it just clicked in my mind once we went through all the stories and stuff. And I listened to a lot of like audios on YouTube too to help me think about how to say it and how to present it to the audience. And I learned a lot by just doing that.
It's very theatrical. So it's not, a straightforward play. It has a lot of symbolism, and there's lots of narrators, and they had to, leave the stage as a marionette, and there's dancing, and so it's not realism, right? I keep reminding people this isn't realism. Don't do that. So learning a different kind of acting and learning how to shift roles very quickly. You go from a narrator to this character to that character, instead of playing one character throughout. That's a different skill set. Also dealing with verse, and it's Poe as opposed to Shakespeare. Very different verse style. I originally wrote it for 11 actors. And the reason I wrote it for 11 actors was because of costume changes and things like that, and all the set piece changing, and I knew the actors would have to do a lot of that. And in order not to make it absolutely frantic backstage, it needed 11 people. I was able to cast 8 and 1 dropped out, so we have a cast of 7 doing 11 roles. So it is incredibly demanding of the students, and but they've really stepped up to the plate. I'm super proud of them.
Shall be lifted.
Nevermore. Fine Arts at Stafford was busy, as it's also time for this semester's Student Art Show. Judging from the crowd in the gallery of the Stafford Fine Arts Center, it must be time for this semester's juried Student Art Show.
This is our students' exhibition, Fall 2024. What is really interesting about our student exhibition this year is that we have faculty who is jurying the show. We just started this, I think last semester. We used to have jurors that come from outside, but we decided to, try our own. So this year we have Professor Darla Lawrence, who juried the show, and she picked some really amazing works by students. Art exhibitions are very important. As a professional artist, it's going to be part of your life. And so having juried exhibition like this one, it's really practice in the real world. We're really helping students to learn what the real world, the real art world looks like. And so this is really going to help students also develop the confidence in showing their work. Most of these artworks were done in the classroom, so they haven't really been exposed to the public. Now, the work has been put up, displayed in a professional manner, and we have invited family, friends, the community to come and see. So this is giving students the confidence to actually show their work. So when they get into the real world, they do have that confidence. And even for art majors, non-majors who are just taking the class just for an elective, it still gives them confidence. It also helps them to learn about how to show work. And sometimes we end up having students who change their majors to art. And there are students who actually are able to tap into that talent that they didn't even know that they had. The awards are going to be first, second, third place for level 1. If we talk about level 1, we mean the foundation courses. And then there is level 2, first, second, third place. This is for advanced classes like painting 2, drawing 2, and ceramics 2. And then we have honorable mention for every area. So we have awards given to the best in each area. We also have a faculty award. And so after the jury had picked her pieces, we, the faculty, came together and picked the piece that we think should win an award. So that will be the Faculty Choice Awards. Now the students are receiving certificates, they're also receiving graduation pins, and they're also receiving a medal, graduation medal that is actually custom made, and it has our department's, name inscribed in it. So it's really something fun to have, yes.
For HCC Beat, this is Randall Williams. Stories come to life next.
You can try, but you won't find another city like Stafford, Texas.
Serving our community just like you like it.
Taking care of you and your home since 1945.
We believe in STEM to learn and STEM to earn.
We're heading into college certified and career ready.
As a former student of Stafford, I take pride in keeping our classrooms safe.
We are Stafford, we are one.
Just to prove Halloween's not over, here's this year's Storybook Parade at the ECC.
Today at Stafford ECC, we're doing the book parade. We have the children here collecting their candy for their trunk or treat. Because of the rain, we're inside the gym having a great time. You have many tables decorated just as the one behind me. They're able to see friendly faces as well as retrieve all treats that they are going to have tonight at home. Today the kids got all their favorite treats that they only get once a year. So we bent the rules today and gave them all sorts of candy as well as some pretzels and some goodies that they can go home and share with. Today they also were able to do a book story with their favorite characters. They were able to dance and listen to great music as well as retrieve their treats. And because a lot of people do not celebrate Halloween, this event was able to give kids their way of dressing up as their favorite book character and engaging in all the activities. This event was able to give kids a great way to dress up as their favorite book character, have a lot of treats, have fun with their classmates, and a way to not celebrate Halloween but still have fun.
Here at ECC, we had our book parade today. As parents enjoy seeing our little ones having fun and engaging in activities with their friends, because a lot of our kids do not celebrate Halloween. So here at ECC, we did a trunk or treat for our children, and we couldn't have done this without our parents volunteering and putting a smile on their faces. This is why us as parents come together as a community and to do this for our children. Because us as parents, we enjoy seeing our beautiful children's faces smiling and glowing and having so much fun and enjoying, engaging, with their friends, engaging with the parents, and just having lots and lots of fun here at Stafford ECC.
So we just had our storybook parade, and it was an amazing experience to see the kids go down the line and stop at each table, and they're smiling and they're getting candy. And it was just amazing that all the parents that came out to help and all the decorated tables, they looked amazing. This year was definitely one for the books.
That's a wrap on our news for this week. Thank you for joining us. For everyone here at Stafford Weekly News, I'm Randall Williams. May all your news be good news.
This program was produced on the Stafford campus of Houston Community College.